Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back yet to another episode in the garage. Today we're going to be working once more on the BMW R1250R, and what I have to share with you today is the brand new development for CHIGEE. So this is the CGRC Multi remote controller, and this is designed to control your CHIGEE AIO6 navigation device, and it's the latest development from CHIGEE, and this actually replaces the outgoing CG Remote Control Pro. So if you're interested to know more about this device, you want to know what the functionality is, how it differs one from the other, stay tuned, grab a cup of coffee, and let's do this together. Welcome back. So the CGRC Multi Remote Controller is the latest development from CHIGEE, and this is what I like most about CHIGEE, is that they continuously develop new products and improve their lineup of products, increase their catalog in terms of accessories that you can get for the AIO6 lineup, and also to improve the overall user experience. Now the CGRC Remote Controller Pro comes with a joystick. It is much more smaller than the previous outgoing model, and it has some new additional features which I'm going to share with you. Now with that said and done, let's do a quick unboxing. In the box you will get an instruction manual. Now CHIGEE do really well with the instruction manual. The grammar is accurate, easy to understand. It comes with a button battery here. So this is a CR2032 button battery. Now this battery is meant to last for about a year on the device before you actually have to replace them, and it's fairly a cheap replacement. You can get that for about $5 from your hardware store and so on. And then you also get a pack here with some screws, 3M tape, and some Torx keys there as well. So that's basically what you get in the box. And then obviously you will get the actual device, which is fairly small, as you can see. I'll just remove it very quickly for you. So the device by itself comes, the size wise it's really small. So as you can see, fairly small. It's got this joystick here, which is what I like most about this device here. And then you've got this part here where the battery sits in there. So with the battery sitting in externally from the actual device, they've actually managed to reduce the size of the device by itself. Now this part here, you will attach a 3M tape on the other end, and then you'll just stick it to a reasonable position on your motorcycle, and that should stay fairly secure there, and it should not really drop off. It's fairly light as well. So overall, I like the actual design. Now with that said and done, let's do a quick comparison with the outgoing model, and then we'll head on to the installation. Now here we have both the outgoing model and the new model. So both of these models are wireless. The outgoing model, the Remote Control Pro, was first developed with the AIO5 lineup of devices. Again, it is wireless. It is a bit more bigger, but the beauty about this thing is it's got a USB-C port here, which allows you to actually charge the device. So the device here is rechargeable. The only thing is, because it's got all that buttons here, I found it a bit clunky to use on the AIO6 with the buttons. Now with that, CHIGEE has now created this joystick method, which is much more tactile, and it's going to increase the overall user experience, in my opinion. So let's find out after this shortly. Now one thing to note is, because this has got a button battery attached to it, it is not rechargeable. So as I said to you earlier, you'll have to change the battery probably once a year, depending on use, but CHIGEE tells me that it should last at least once a year. As I said to you, fairly easy to get those batteries, cost about $5, and it's fairly easy to replace the batteries as well. So that's something for you to note. And even if the battery did die on your rides and so on, it's not going to cause a catastrophic disaster or anything, because you could still use the device with your fingers. If you've got a BMW like what I've got here, you can still use the Wheezy wheel. Now you may ask me, why am I using this device here when I've got the Wheezy wheel? Now to be honest with you, I don't have an answer for that. I just like the overall look of this device. CHIGEE sent me this obviously for free, and I do find that sometimes having to change between the navigation mode and the TFT mode is a bit cumbersome, and I just figured I'll just use the remote now since it's small, and it actually probably enhances the look of the bike as well. So with that, I decided to opt with the remote. I have not used this old remote before. To be honest, I didn't like the look of it, and because of that, I didn't actually use it. But this one is pretty small, looks pretty cute, so I'm intending to see how this one would function. So with that, let's go into the installation. Alright, so let's get on with the installation. The first step here, you've got this 3M tape. You want to install the 3M tape at the back of this device. You don't want to put it here. This is where the cap is, so you want to put it on the other end here. So again, you can heat up the tape if you like, but I don't see a need for it because it's fairly light, so there's no need for it. Just make sure you give this the other end a bit of a clean. I have wiped it with alcohol wipe earlier. So then all you do is you align this thing properly, and then you give it a stick like so, and then that thing is all nice and secure. The next thing you do is you would remove the cap. So all you do is you twist the cap like so, and this should remove the cap, and then you've got the compartment there for the battery. And what you then do next is you put in the battery, which is again really simple. The positive end staying up, and then you put back the cover in like so, and then you lock it back into position, and there you go, the battery is in. And once the battery is in, you can see this thing starts to light up, and it lights up blue, and it stopped now, so that means that it is functioning okay. Now the next step is to install the bracket. Okay, so now we've got the bracket here. The bracket basically just lines up at the back. You slot it in like so. It goes in. Once you slot the bracket in, you will then just have to take your Torx screwdriver, the smallest one, and then you sort of just tighten it. Don't have to go crazy with this. Just have to be finger tight because it is plastic at the end of the day, and that should keep it well and secure. Now the next step is you would remove the screw from here. Now you can just do it with your hand, and that should remove this lever like so. Alright, then what you do is you just find an empty spot here on your handlebar grip. Now what you do is it'll just clamp in like so, and then you just align it so that it comes to a position where you are happy, and then you can just put in the screw and screw it in. So I'm just going to go ahead and screw that in and show you the end product. So okay, so you can see the remote has been I've already installed it and I've tightened it. Now one thing you got to make sure before you actually mount the battery bit here, you want to make sure that when you turn your handle to full handlebar lock, there's enough clearance so that it actually doesn't actually touch your tank. So you can see with mine there's more than enough clearance there. One whole finger can go underneath. So I'm pretty happy with that. And the next step is you need to figure out how you're going to route this cable. So for me, I'm going to route the cable just underneath like so. I'm going to do a cable tie there, and then this can just sit here like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on, put a cable tie, and that should be the installation done. And after this we can go ahead and do the okay dokie, installation is complete. I'm just going to turn the camera over and show you what I've done. I've mounted the battery unit here, so this just makes it easy in the future. If I need to replace the battery, I can just turn this, remove the cap, put a new battery. It's done. It's going to stay there, run it through, and then I've got a cable tie just there, and then you can see the unit is here. If I ever need to tighten the screws or remove the unit, is fairly easy. And none of this is permanent, yeah, so they can be removed, they can be adjusted as how you wish during your ride. And it's best to install this, remember you can only install it on your left hand grip because this is your this doesn't move. You shouldn't be installing it on the right hand grip because this is where your throttle is, right? So the remote will be up and down otherwise. So it's designed to go on your left hand side. Now with that said and done, let's move on with pairing. Alright, so with the installation all complete, now let's move on to the pairing. I have powered on the bike already, and you can see it's currently in Android Auto mode. Pardon the glare from the lights, it's the best I can do at the moment. So I'm just going to go into the main screen here, exit from here. This should take me into the main screen. Now the device by itself, in order to enter pairing mode, you just press any of the button, it starts to blink, and then you go into the settings menu here. You go into peripherals, and then you go remote controller, and then you go add remote. Okay, there you go. It's already connected to the remote. You go into the settings, and then you can see that it's all connected. CGRC Multi remote controller. It says the status is connected, and it's version 1023. Okay, so now that we have paired the remote to the Air 06, I can just show you a quick demo on how this thing is used. So when you hit any of the buttons, you get a blue light lighting up there. As you can see now, the cursor is pointing at the relative menus there. So basically, you can move it left, right, up, down. If you hit in the middle, it goes enter. There's a back button there, and then there's a media button here. So if I scroll like so, you see it sort of takes you into various different menus. So if I go into the camera, for example, hit the enter button, takes you into the camera view, and then you can move your views like so. Then if you go into, for example, the journey icon there, you hit that, it shows you your journey. You hit the enter button again, it gives you your overall route that you have traveled. If you want to get out, you just press the back button, and that should take you into the main screen again. Then you can go into the BMW sort of menu here, which has got the various different screens. Again, you can just scroll, and it should take you into all the various different screens there. And if you want to get out, you just press the back button. And then if you want to use Android Auto, you go into the Android Auto menu here. That takes you into Android Auto. Now what I like about Android Auto here, it's easy to move the icons between each screen. So as you see here, I'm just going to use the joystick. So the moment you move the joystick the first time, you can see that it's now in the, you can see it's at the bottom there, and then you can move it. So if I want to go into the sort of like the vase main screen, like so, now if I move the icons up, it goes up, you can see it goes there, and if I carry on cycling it, it can then come back to the bottom bit here, which is what I like, because previously once the icon gets on the top here, it is really hard to bring it back on the bottom. I like how this one you can just cycle through, and once you go to the bottom there, you can hit the enter button, and then it brings you to all your other icons that you have on your Android Auto, right? So which is what I quite like. So then if you want to say control media, you can go into any of your media files or media streaming options. So for me, I tend to use YouTube Music there. So if I get into YouTube Music, I can play music. So if I hit this button here, the top button, it goes to the next track. If I hit it twice, it goes back. Hit once again, goes to the next track, next track, next track. And if I hit it twice, it goes behind. So that's the beauty about it. So again, if you want to get out of the screen, you press the back button. It should take you out into the main screen like so. And then you can scroll down, and then that should take you back into this screen here. And if you want to get out of Android Auto, all you do is you press and hold the top button here, this top button. If you press and hold it like so, it will take you back into the main screen, right? So there you go. Now one thing to remember is once you actually start using the remote, this Wonder Wheel sort of function becomes redundant. I'm not sure if it's a software issue, but I can still get into the BMW menu. So if I hold the menu button up, it brings you into the navigation screen there, and here it says that you are in BMW mode. But when I move the Visi wheel, it does not really function as before, because I think the remote is now taking precedence. The one bug that I did find though is when you go into the settings menu, you can't seem to scroll down using the icons here. So you have to sort of use your finger, and I think that is something they will fix with a software update. Now, one thing to also point, one of the benefits that having the remote is now I can actually go through all these icons on the main screen. Previously, when I used the Visi Wheel, it wasn't possible to go into these icons. You sort of had to use your finger to click, and then only when you go into the Android Auto side of things were you able to use the Visi Wheel fully. So I think there is definitely some added benefits to having the remote there. So with that done, let's move on to the next section. And there you have it, quick video, quick installation of the CGRC remote for the CHIGEE AI06. I think it's pretty easy to install, barely took me 5 minutes. The overall operation and the function is easy, as I said to you, easy to use your thumb to control it. I think it enhances the overall look of the bike as well. Points to remember is that you check for clearance to make sure the remote doesn't hit your tank, and it'll take a bit of getting used to. As you use the remote, you'll understand how it works, and CHIGEE will also have software updates to actually fix any problems. The one thing I realized at the moment, and it's probably will be fixed in the next software updates, is if you go into the settings menu, you can't seem to scroll down to the other bits, so you're having to use your finger to tap. I'm sure that is something that will be fixed in the next software update. I will feed that back to CHIGEE as well, and hopefully they will fix it in the next software updates. But overall, it definitely increases or enhances the overall functionality and the look and feel of the device, and also the user experience. So I would definitely recommend it. Now, if you're up to purchase any of these devices, again, I've got a discount code in the description section below. That'll give you a 10% discount. Use my affiliate links, helps the channel, help me make more videos like this. And yeah, also grab yourself a 10% discount. Now, my codes are only valid for the CHIGEE Global website. So if you're going to purchase from CHIGEE Australia, my codes are not going to be valid there. Pricing wise, it's the same. So if you're just a point to remember, if you're going to buy, you'll have to head on to the CHIGEE Global website, because I'm affiliated with CHIGEE Global, not with CHIGEE Australia. So that's just something to point forward as well. Now, these products, they come with a 12-month warranty. CHIGEE is very good with customer feedback, warranties, and so on. So I haven't had any problems there. So yeah, that basically covers my entire setup of the CHIGEE AI06 on my R1250R. As I said to you, I've got the AI06 here. I've got the front and rear cameras as well. And I've also got the blind spot detection system, which is the CHIGEE SR1 with the CHIGEE blind spot detection mirrors here. And now I've added the CHIGEE CGRC remote control as well, which completes the entire setup. So if you found the video helpful, please give the video a big thumbs up. Do like, do share, do subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.